Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to design this amazing invoice. So this invoice is something that if you can export in PDF, you can export it as PNG, JPEG, and you can print it to the format you want. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to design it using Figma prototyping tool. So you don't really need to have a software installed on your system before you can design this. You can just hit your browser and go to figma.com and get started. So without further ado, let's get on with designing. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification icon so that anytime I'm dropping a new video just like this one, you will be notified. Thank you. Okay, getting started, we need to um, select a frame. We are going to be selecting A4. That is the A4 size paper for the invoice. I will rename this frame to invoice like that. Then, as you can see, I already have all the colors I'm going to be working with. I have my primary color, I have my text color. So I'm going to be adding this style right here. Click on this plus icon. Sorry, click on this 4 dot here. Create a new style, and this style I'm going to name it text color. Just text, it's okay. And this is not pure white. I'm going to name it alternative color alt. And this I'm going to make it the secondary color. Secondary. Create style, just like that. So you are going to be having the background color is going to be purely white. So this is what I'm going to do. The next thing for us to do is to have the background, to design the background, which is what I'm going to be doing now. I'm going to draw a rectangle. From this rectangle, I'm going to change the color to the primary color, just like that. So double click the rectangle. You see this edge, move this to the edge, just like that. So right now let us see the layout grid. So let's create a layout grid. Click on this plus icon, change from grid to columns from 5 to 6. Then the margin should be 40 pixels, just like that. We'll expand this down. So move this. Let's make sure it's correct. Okay. Now that is that. I will have another background below here. Create a new rectangle. Make it that way. This time around, let me expand this. So I'll send this one to the back. Now that I have sent this to the back, I will expand this. Make it start from here. Let's double click. move to this side. This is supposed to be the secondary color, so I'll choose the secondary color, just like that. Now select the invoice. I'm going to create a row layout grid. Click on this plus. From grid, change it to rows. The same thing we did to the columns, we are going to be doing to the rows. So the count is going to be 6 instead of 5. Then the margin should be 40. Leave the gutter as it is, which is 20. So just like that. Now I'm going to select these backgrounds. Select those backgrounds. Ctrl G to group. I'll rename the background to BG, and I'm going to lock it so that anything I'm doing right here won't have background being distorted. It is time for us to start creating the content that our invoice is going to carry. So I will have the invoice title here, invoice, and I'm using intern font family. I'm going to change this to bold. Instead of 12, I'm going to increase this font size to 48. Remember, this is where the invoice is going to stand. Then again, I need something like a logo right here. I need a logo. Let's make this 40 pixel. So let's name it brand logo. Select all. Change from 48 to 32. So let's make it 24. Then we are going to have the brand tagline. Brand tagline. Instead of bold, we'll make it regular. I'm going to expand this. Select all of them. Ctrl G to group. I'm going to rename this to logo text. Then this is going to be the logo icon. So Ctrl G to group everything and rename this to logo. I'm going to change the background of the icon to pure white. Change it to pure white. Then the BL, I'm going to change it to the primary color, and we are doing well with our invoice so far. So since we are through with this, let us move on to the next thing for us to do. So another thing is our invoice details. Part of the content we are going to be creating is invoice details. For example, we have the text here. Make sure this text is aligned to right. So we are going to have invoice number, invoice number. Let's say invoice number is going to be hashtag 12345. Make sure this is not bold, make it regular. Give it space. No, yeah. Then we are going to have the date. We're going to have the date. Let's say the date is what's today's date? Today's date is 18th of September 2022. So 9. Yeah. So with this, let's give it line height. Give it that amount of line height. So far, we are doing well. The next thing for us to do is to get the client details. Going to duplicate this, move it downward. I'll call this client details. Since this is a heading, I'm going to be bolding it. Let's bold it. Then we can have all the client details from here. Right here. Let's say customer's name. Name, let's say John Doe. Make sure this is aligned to left. Name is John Doe. Phone number. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Address. I think this is okay. This is enough. Yes. Next thing for us to do is to create a table. Since this is an invoice, we are going to be needing a table to hold the serial number, the product details, the price, and maybe any other thing that we need in the table. So we are going to be selecting a frame. Come down here, draw a frame from this edge of the grid to the other edge of the grid. Expand. See? Yeah, just like that. Expand it down, move it downward. Okay, so this is the table. Let me change the color for you to see. Change the color to this. I'm going to off the grid for you to see what I meant. So this particular area is going to cover the details, like the item details in the invoice. This is going to carry that. Now that we have the table, I'm going to change the color back to white. Change the color back to white. No, not change the color back to white. Just like that. But this time around, I'm going to give it a stroke like this. But instead of having this stroke to be this way, I will change the stroke color to my secondary color, just like that. Then next thing for me to do is to add another frame inside to hold the table heading, just like that. It's going to hold the table heading. So I'll fill it with text color. Fill it with text color. Make sure this frame up here, I'll rename it to table. Then this, I'll rename it to TH, which means table head. Then this, we'll align it top, and or align it. Sorry, we'll align it to line horizontal center. Then I'll give it a stroke. And this stroke is going to be the secondary color. Instead of inside, I'll bring it outside, just like that. That being said, this is what we need. Okay, we need serial number. Select all. Instead of 16 for the letter spacing, make it 0. Then the line height, leave it as this. Okay, now that we have serial number, Ctrl D to duplicate, we need item name or item description, product name or product description. But in my own case, I'm going to be using product name. Then after product name, I need quantity, QTY. Then I need total, all caps. Product name. Select all and tidy up. Just like that. Since product name is going to be a bit large, I will move this one closer to the total. Then we need something else here, right here, which is the columns or the rows. We need to identify it. So what we need is an identifier to identify the serial number, which is the columns gaps, and the row. So I'm going to be selecting the rectangle. Select the rectangle tool. I'll draw a straight rectangle right here. Then I'll expand this. So I'll change the color to alternative color. Not in table head, inside table, not inside the table head. Move it outside, just like that. Then the same thing applicable to quantity. Same thing to quantity. Select both, and I'll Ctrl G to group. As I'm grouping, I will name this as columns. I need a unique identifier for the rows also. We'll select the rectangle tool, draw a shape across the table. I will change the height to 1, and the color is going to be our secondary color. Move it up a bit. Ctrl D to duplicate. We need to get, yeah, this is going to be 40. The space between two rows is going to be 40. 40, Ctrl D multiple times. Yes, just like that. I'll select all this and I'll Ctrl G to group. Now name it row. Now we have a template for our invoice. Sorry, I made a mistake right here. This, we are supposed to have price right here. Supposed to have price, the price of the goods, all caps, price. Going to tidy up this. The price should carry this one, and the total will carry the remaining. Quantity will be there, just like that. So the table head is going to be bold. Let's bold it. Instead of regular, come to bold. We should this line spacing we should probably reduce it to 0. Same thing goes there. Reduce it to 0. Move it to the right. Just like that. Now that we are through with the body of the invoice, we are through with the heading of the invoice, the next thing for us to do or to work on is the footer of the invoice. So what we most times see in the footer of an invoice is total due, total, right? Total right here. The price, let's say $120. Then we have if tax is inclusive, you can make it VAT, value added tax, maybe 10%. Then if there is a discount, maybe the discount is 20%. Let's space it out. 20%. Now let's move this right here. We need the total due. So I just total. Let's make this medium. Align right. And the discounts, same thing. And the total, let's say this is 100 for easy calculation. VAT is 10%, that's 110. Now the discount is 20%, that is probably $90 total due. Which is the amount payable. This total, let's make all this we're going to make all this, select all. Instead of this normal black, we are going to use our text color. Sorry about that. We're going to make this bold. So we need an appreciation message right here. Thank you for your patronage. Align left. Your patronage. Then we can have an office address. Can have an office address. Let's just say address. Let's say Abuja, Nigeria. Phone, which is the business phone number. Phone, it can be plus 234, whatever your phone number is. Then you can have an email also. I think this is enough. Now we have come to the end of the tutorial. Now we have our invoice right here. Now that we are here, we need to edit um, our invoice to make it look more presentable. Now that we have everything done, so we'll be coming back to yeah. I'll space it out more, a little bit more. So I'll for me to get a very good layout, let me on the column grid be moving this to this edge, just like that. Now the date also, I will move it to that edge. Now this client details, I will increase this to span through two grid. As for this, we are going to cover just two grid right here. To be on the safe side, just in case the name of the client is going to be longer than what you expect, I'll select this, align it to right, then I'll space it out a little bit. Increase this, space it out. For example, my name is a very long name, so if someone is going to be writing my name, you sure need a very good space. Client's name and client's phone number. That is enough. Let's see if we can space out this. Is that even necessary? Not at all. Should this be medium? Let's make it regular. Let's make this one, let's say regular, but the total is going to be bold. I think we've come to the end of this video. If you learned something, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the notification icon so that you will be notified anytime I drop a new content. Thank you for watching.